because I'm at 30p, and I'm using f2.0 on the 28 to 70 f2.0, a lens that I rented when I have absolutely no shoots in January, early February. And so I gotta figure something out. I wanna do something with this before I have to get it back. Okay. Gavin is pooping, which often takes him more than half an hour because it's his favorite place in the world. Eggs. We got eggs. That's good. Last time we didn't have eggs. And beef. We got beef. What was the thing that we used instead of onion powder? This calls for onion powder and garlic powder. Use something else that has both of those things in it, and it turned out really, really well. It was like Gavin's favorite meatballs that he's ever had. I put salt in there already. Oh, here's garlic powder. No. Wait, this is. Oh, I thought that's an onion garlic powder. It's organic garlic powder. Inbal she had arranged her spices so that you could see everything. Do we have to do this? Do we have to just do this without garlic powder? What was it? Herbs from Italy. It has garlic. It has thyme and basil too, which isn't bad. All-purpose seasoning, but it had, oh, this starts. First ingredient, onion. Second ingredient, garlic. So that's probably going to be your best bet. Here's black pepper. Okay. I can't remember exactly what we used. Gavin did love, but this is going to be another all-purpose seasoning. Pumpkin spice. I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to use this, which starts with onion and garlic powder. Okay. Eggs, meat. At this point, we don't mess around with raw meat. Okay. You need a big bowl to mix the dry ingredients. Okay. Okay, and I need this to be working. Okay. I don't have to chop the parsley, so, because Gavin does not like parsley. A little bit of water, half a cup, so that means I'm going to need a teaspoon and a measuring cup. This looks like a tablespoon. Here's an actual teaspoon. Show my butt to the camera. It's okay. It's a nice butt. Here we go. Here's a measuring spoon. Measuring cup should be there, and it's not. I don't think anyone's used it recently. Is it in the dishwasher? Nope. Because in a very strange turn of events, I'm the only one who's been cooking. Especially because it's baking, which I've never done until recently, but we grow as human beings. Water can be estimated a little bit, so. Give that a half cup. Okay. Okay. Preheat the oven. This took a little while last time. And Gavin, I'm gonna put this on a gaming YouTube channel, and then you'll have to watch it. Okay. So let me mix. These are dry ingredients, so I don't have to worry about the timing. Okay. Quarter cup. So I do need my cup measurers. Quarter cup breadcrumbs, Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. I got exactly the right ones. This will help, given that our overall seasonings are slightly different. Okay. Also a quarter cup grated Romano cheese. I've got a little Parmesan in Romano. But again, these are like, Gavin can't get over how delicious my meatballs are. So take that, people who've done it more than once, because that was my first time making meatballs, and apparently I nailed it. They were the most tender meatballs I've ever had. And we're mixing in, not the parsley, salt, pepper, and the seasonings. Okay. Half a teaspoon salt. I could have used my prodigious math skills, which say that half a teaspoon is also 3/4 of a teaspoon. But we have half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon ground black pepper. It's a little bit, it's an interesting thing to, I might just estimate that, because it's kind of interesting to grind pepper into a measuring spoon. But since I'm looking at exactly half a teaspoon of salt, no big problem. Gavin's not a, Gavin, I don't know. I don't think he ever puts pepper on anything himself. And so this would be a full teaspoon of this powder, since we have half a teaspoon garlic powder, half a teaspoon onion powder, and here we have a seasoning that is both, and some other stuff. It's a little less powdery. It smells like stuff that would be good in meatballs. Okay. Now, stir in the water, and I need a little bowl to beat up 2 eggs, which I'm quite good at from being the omelet expert of the house. Also making Gavin's favorite omelets. I am becoming Gavin's favorite chef. What do you think of that, everyone? Yes, this person who is stumbling around the kitchen trying to find my tools, trying to do basic kitchen tasks, is Gavin's favorite chef. Now, this is going to be my first bout, well, my second bout of washing hands. He washed to prep, but then we need to wash for the raw eggs. shell cracked up a bit, but I got almost no shell in there. One little tiny piece. Yeah. Eggshells and a meatball. They just have character. Okay. These are fine egg mixing skills. Put in the eggs. Put in the water. No point in washing my hands yet, because this whisk has egg on it. Yeah, this is a bigger bowl than I needed. It's better than a smaller bowl. I think I'm done with the whisk now. Before I grab my phone or absolutely anything. Get hand washing. Like a surgeon, washing my hands super well. All right. Now, how's the, okay, oven, not preheated yet. Oh, that's fine, because okay, how much ground beef is this for? These ingredients are for 1.5 pounds of ground beef. And these, I bet these are all, oh, every one of these is 3 pounds? No way, I got 9 pounds of ground beef? That seems, oh, no. 3, okay, this is 1 pound. This is not, what is this beef made out of, lead? So I'm a little over seasoned, but I don't have to apply it all. Plus, I don't mind a little bit of over seasoned. I don't think Gavin does either. So, non-stick baking sheet, I'm going to put down, I'm going to find the baking sheet, which are over here. I know. Great. Oh, this is one baking sheet. I can't take it apart. If that sounded a little bit like the Swedish Chef, what can I say? I watched too much Muppets as a kid and did not enough cooking. Alright, and we got the, not coconut, I want canola, because as an expert chef, I of course know that you can heat canola well over 350. See? I know my stuff. And now we put the canola oil, spray it on. Well, here. It's the gang sign. Man in person. Okay. And now we start using some meat. So, first, I'm going to open up everything just to horrify my mother and any craftspeople out there. I'm using fabric scissors. This is rebellion against my childhood when my mom had a sewing machine, and the number one rule in life basically was do not touch the fabric scissors. But I haven't seen our kitchen shears in a while. This works very well since I'm not cutting food, I'm just opening these packages. And of course, I'm not going to put the raw meat infected scissors back in the package. So, let's start doing it. Wait. This isn't, no, I must have to. Yes, of course. See? I caught my own mistake. Definitely have to mix the meat in. This is not just a... Three, one. Oh, no, I'm over-meated. So I have exactly the right amount of meat, but these come in 1 pound packs, so I'm gonna have to use half of this. Luckily I just got like 400 Ziploc bags of different sizes, because that gives us, it means I can do exactly 2 sets of these meatballs, which Gavin would be really happy with. I'm not in hand washing stage yet, so I will take this package, which is contaminated inside and out. Let me see if I can do this without contaminating another tool. Whisk isn't the perfect tool for this, but I'm trying to. I'm doing my best. If I choke up on the whisk, it's actually not bad for taking this very tender meat apart. Phrases you didn't expect to hear today. Choke up on the whisk. Is that a thing? I've never watched cooking shows. Is that a thing people do, or they just assume that if you have to choke up on a whisk, you shouldn't be using a whisk? Well, it's my new Brennizer method. Choke up on the whisk. Keep it strong enough that every one of these, it's not quite a tine. What do you call an individual metal pieces of a whisk? I don't know. If I analyze this through ChatGPT assistant later, what are the pieces of a whisk? What do they call that? As an etymologist, much less an entomologist, I demand to know. Okay. During all of this process, Gavin is pooping. I wonder if he looks back at this 40 years later, when I am certainly not dead, but definitely a cyborg. Do you still poop for half an hour? Is this how you evolve? Oh, this is very tender now. I don't know how. Oh, yeah. adding the eggs and water. This is super tender. This is not even Play-Doh. Because the meat itself was tender, and now I've added more things. Good. You can't even roll it in a ball. You can't use the rolling method. It's too tender. It's too... I feel like it's going to fall apart. If I'm very careful. Treat it like a baby that you want to roll into a ball. Okay, maybe not a baby. Trying to do pretty uniform size. These are not really for putting on spaghetti. Gavin just wants to eat meatballs. And if you know him, you would understand that is entirely his personality, meat-wise, food-wise. I will try and serve it alongside some vegetables, sneak them into his diet. Oh my gosh. Also, I want to make sure that we have enough room on this not giant baking sheet. So, making the meatballs a little bit larger. And we'll see if I need to, maybe I'll add just a little bit of time to the half hour of baking, during the entirety of which I will be singing for you. Don't turn it off, I won't. I will not. I would never. You know, I once was almost murdered for karaoke. And that's a real thing. You can look it up. I was in the Philippines. I was, unfortunately, the best singer out of 4 guys. Which really, I feel like, is statistically impossible. There must have been some selection bias there. And we sang The Lion Sleeps Tonight. So you can imagine the horror of the guests and the owner. But their true horror was seeing that we had a bunch more songs on our list, including My Way. And now here's the thing. You can look it up, because it sounds insane. There was a series of murders in the Philippines in the 90s, which is when this was, 1998, called the My Way murders, of people who poorly sang My Way were murdered. Which seems like a little harsh, but I don't know. You should have heard us sing. It might have been justified. Okay. Now, in an abundance of caution, I want to treat this meat in my hands and everything it touched like it definitely has trichinosis. Like we special ordered trichinosis meat. So, actually I'm gonna take everything contaminated to the washing sink before I wash my hands. I'm gonna have to recontaminate my hands when I put that bag of meat in the Ziploc bag. I see that Gavin is texting me from the bathroom. Doubtless to, I don't know what he would be texting me. Maybe memes from a game. We thought it would be incredibly exciting when Gavin got really good at writing and writing on a phone and texting. But mostly he texts us anime memes and other people. Be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. Or To paraphrase H.L. Mencken, you might just get it good and hard. Which, since that was about democracy, and this is February 2024, we certainly did. And now if you're watching this in the future, we used to have a thing called democracy, kind of. Oh, he wants more time to talk to AI about Demon Slayer. Yeah, now I'm 90% sure we just put it in the oven for 30 minutes. Oh, wow. Still not preheated yet. Okay, so I'm gonna keep cleaning. Let me first do all of the stuff that won't contaminate my hands. Oh, I did put in salt. I know what I'm doing. Clean up. Yeah, my goal in life, which I'm saying this to say, and I hope I stuck to it, it's accountability, is to look back at this and say, wow, I was in such bad shape, I'm in even better shape now. But if that's true, then I probably never wear a shirt because I wouldn't want to take that away from people. Okay. Tatiana should be on her way. Aha! That's all you need is to complain about your life situation, and then the oven has preheated. Yeah, I would do that before I contaminate my hands. I'm gonna cook it just a little bit more. Yeah, a couple of these. It's more like not even dough, like really thin dough. So a couple of them have gone a little bit flat, but only a couple because I clearly am an expert chef. So, hey Google, set a timer for 35 minutes.
All right, 35 minutes. Starting now.
And now, song and dance routine. No, I'm going to let's show everything. So, let me get out. We got sandwich bags and we got freezer bags. I'll stick everything in one bag. So that means I have a 1 quart freezer bag. I openly embrace the dystopia. So these are, this is a quart? A quart. This is a quart. This is a quart? Barely a pint. Okay. In what? This is not a quart. Here we go. I possibly have contaminated my hands again, and I'm going to treat that like I definitely have contaminated my hands. I mean, I'm going into some kind of healthcare thing. I hope. And, you know, mostly working with AI systems in healthcare, but when in a hospital, wash your hands like the doctor do. And, okay. Measuring cups go away. And now we just wait for half an hour while I do a song and dance routine. Yeah. See you later.